Hey kids, do you like violence?
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna walk to you.
You have slain an enemy. Initiate.
Throw me another fuck. I don't give a fuck. Hey, man.
Meron! Agoy!
Hello, and welcome to TILFS Episode 7. If you're a meathead who only has his fist do the talking, then this episode is for you. Today, we don't need to use our brains. We'll just settle everything using our fists. Because in this video, I'll be teaching you how to play Badang.
Gago ka ba? May isa kang gago!
Badang is a fighter hero that specializes on dealing burst damage. He shines during mid and late game. While he's often ignored in the current meta, he's still a good pick if you'd ask me, and here's why. Now let's see how strong his punches really are.
Lumayas ka!
Passive. After doing 4 basic attacks, it will make his next basic attack enhanced, dealing more damage and adding a knockback effect to it. And not just that, his passive also applies to his first and ultimate skill. If you knock an enemy against a wall, they will be stunned for 0.8 seconds.
Lumayas ka!
First skill. A long-range punch that slows and knocks back enemies.
Stupid!
Skill 2. A dash skill. But if you hit an enemy, it will knock them back and they'll be trapped in an obstacle. This wall will last for 4 seconds but can be instantly removed if you click the skill again.
Isa kang timang!
And for Badang's ultimate, to make it simple, this is actually just your first skill but will be casted a million times. Since it's just an improved version of your first skill, your passive effect will be also applied to it.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
For Badang's combo, just dash in and trap the enemies with your second skill, then quickly follow it up with your ultimate skill. Just finish off any survivors with your first skill.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
However, you can also try this flicker trick for a surprise attack.
2 beses na yan!
You can also use flicker while in the middle of casting your ultimate.
Gago ka ba?
And before we proceed with the actual gameplay, I'll provide you with some helpful information first. Now, I think you're ready for a fist fight. It's time.
Dahil isa kang gago! Si Tito Badang, hindi ko alam, nakatayo na lang dyan, hawak-hawak yung kamay ko. Gago ka ba? Daddy, isa kang timang! Stupid!
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Get your skill 1 first, because that will be your main source of damage in the early game.
Reaches the battlefield.
Badang is very easy to use, but is also very easy to counter. He's very weak in the early game, but quite decent during mid and late game. And when I say weak, if he tries to fight toe-to-toe against most of the meta fighter heroes in the early game, he'll definitely lose. Even a Guinevere can punish me if I try and go for an all-out battle right now. But don't worry kids, this is why I made this video. I'll teach you how to overcome this early game disadvantage and play Badang correctly. When playing Badang, the game plan is to play safe and survive the early game. Use your first skill for pokes and last hits. Just farm steadily and wait for your level 4. That's the time when you are capable of going for ganks and solo kills. And also in the early game, just be passive and reserve your dash because you can use it for escapes and counter plays.
Magaling kang kupal ka!
And just like that, maintain this strategy for the whole early game phase. You'll have to rely on your ulti until you get your first 2 core items.
Dalawang beses na yan!
And when you finally get those 2 core items, you can now spam your passive easily and kill the enemies with your basic attacks. And that's all there is when playing Badang. Just patience and discipline in the early game. And don't forget to follow his skill combo in order to maximize the damage from his ultimate skill. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
Lumayas ka!
I'm gonna fast forward because this is just all playing safe while farming. Just keep spamming your first skill.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into
More poking, more farming. You'll have a boring early game, but that's the way it should be.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
So far, I'm having a successful early game in terms of farming. This just means that later, I can now take down enemies all by myself.
Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
Dalawang beses na yan! Lumayas ka!
I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot, hot like steam.
I am now capable of doing solo kills, but I just have to play it safe a little bit more.
Get 50 to my G.
Always remember, discipline is the key, but always try to check your map. Look for allies that need your help, or look for lanes that you can cover.
Hey.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka! Adi, daddy, daddy. 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 Isa kang timang!
Am I too fast for you, Goku?
flipped it
Gago
in
ka
a
ba?
double.
May isa kang gago!
Started out with half, and I flipped it in a double.
Said I'm again, we gotta go, go. Take one, then I dash away from Popo.
Yeah,
Snakes around my grass, they want my dodo. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no. Got the Henny, you get cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no-no. Driving slow-mo in the photo. Bitches ready for the photos.
I see all the things on my mind, yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause the shit is real. Cause the shit is real. Cause the shit is real. Oh my.
Don't say you get money, boy, you bimbo. Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll.
I finally got my first 2 core items. I can now kill some enemies without the help of my ultimate skill.
This cream, I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot like steam. I just got the dreams, I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet. I get 50 to my G.
And again, you can use your ultimate skill on minions. Here you can see how strong Badang is during mid to late game. And I didn't even use my ulti on Gwyn.
The shit is real. Cause the shit is real.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
Our turret has been destroyed.
Started out with half, and I flipped it in a double.
Said I'm again, we gotta go.
Alright, Dom, he's good. Dom.
Then I dash away from Popo.
Yeah,
Snakes around my grass, they want my dodo. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no. Got the Henny, you get cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no-no. Driving slow-mo in the photo. Bitches ready for them photos.
I see all the things on my mind, yeah. Stacking
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
cause the shit is real. Cause the shit is real. Cause the shit is real.
Magaling kang kupal ka.
Don't say you get money, boy, you bimbo. Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll. Only
Lumayas ka!
vision in the south. Now I'm splashing on the model cause I bought.
Hey,
This cream,
Stupid!
I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot like steam. What the hell is got the dreams, I know what you mean.
This is how strong Badang is when played correctly.
hey.
This is absolutely a one-sided match. It's just a matter of time until we could completely wrap this game up.
Sirang-sira ka sa akin, gago ka!
Double kill. Monster kill.
Started out with half, and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half, and I flipped it in a double.
Said I'm again, we gotta go. Take one, then I dash away from Popo.
Yeah,
Snakes around my grass, they want my dough. a 40, they don't know, no. Got the Henny, you get cold, cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no-no. Driving slow-mo in the photo. Bitches ready for them photos.
There's a lot of things on my mind, yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real. Oh my.
Don't say you get money, boy, you been broke. Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll. Only cash up in my vision in the south. Now I'm smashing on the model cause I bought.
Hey, cause there's cream, I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot, hot like steam. I just got the dreams, I know what you mean. It's all funny to the feet, I get 50 to my G. Hey.
Cause this shit is real.
Initiate retreat.
Cause this shit is real.
I got overconfident here, but that's what separates the other meta fighter heroes from Badang. He really lacks sustain.
Ally has been slain.
Started out with half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.
Said I'm again, we gotta go. Take one, then I dash away from pole.
Yeah.
Snakes around my grass, they want my dodo. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no. Got the Henny, you get cold, cold. Smoke on Reggie, that's a no-no. Driving slow-mo in the photo. Bitches ready for them photos.
There's a lot of things on my mind, yeah. Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
And that's how you should play Badang. Thanks for watching and see you on the next episode of TILFS.
Digit dash up in my circle, you can roll.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe.